Hi, good morning. This is Arjun Prakash with you. I'd like to introduce myself as the founder, chairman, and managing director of the Sri Paradise Group of companies, where we currently are prevalent in the Far East, Europe, and United States as well. And I'd like to extend heartiest congratulations to our business associate and global business founder, Mr. Firoz Khan, the chairman of the FK Group of companies worldwide. Mr. Firoz Khan is associating with us to form a lifelong and a mutually beneficial alliance for the global expansion and diversification of our business ventures in the Far East, in Singapore, Hong Kong, Middle East, Europe, United States, Canada, and India. And we extend heartiest welcome to Mr. Khan for associating with us and looking forward to a very, very long-term business association with him. Thank you very much. We'd like to extend our gratitude to Mr. Firoz Khan, the chairman of the FK Group of companies, for coming here to Singapore and joining with us, and also extending his gratitude to us. And I'm sure that under his esteemed leadership, we anticipate significant growth and success in our global business ventures for hospitality all over the world, pertaining to our chain of boutique hotels, five-star hotels, luxury resorts, casinos, and exotic chain of restaurants, lounges, and nightclubs. So we are extremely happy in joining hands and forces with Mr. Firoz Khan and welcome him aboard in our organization. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, let me quickly give you a short synopsis of what our all business and projects are all about. We are in the process of setting up a huge multi-billion-dollar global empire in the business of lifestyle and entertainment. So when we talk of lifestyle, we are primarily talking of a chain of world-class boutique hotels, five-star hotels, luxury resorts, casinos, nightclubs, and restaurants and lounges in various types and kinds of cuisines. So here I'd like to state that we are going to be present in about 120 to 150 top prime cities and tourist destinations across the world for these beautiful, luxurious, and glamorous running and profitable chains of hotels and resorts. The business proposition for our hospitality business, as well as secondly for our movie production and distribution business, primarily is for a highly passionate, a genuine and interested investor, or an HNI client or our JV partner, who would be collaborating with us by injecting an incubation capital, or you may call it a bridge fund, for about $5 million with our company under a joint venture equity investment agreement with our firm. So once we sign this joint venture equity investment agreement with the investor and the HNI client, we are ready, willing, and able to offer him a 100% ROI on the said investment for an amount of $10 million and any time on or before 2 years. The next thing that I'd like to state is that we are going to be utilizing these funds prudently and judiciously in a phase-wise manner and in two parts. The first part would be that approximately a fund of about $1.5 to $1.75 million would be utilized by us to start off our entire chains of world-class restaurants and lounges in New Delhi, in Gurgaon, in Noida, which forms the NCR region of the Indian country. And we would also be setting up 2 to 3 beautiful world-class restaurants and lounges in Singapore under a merger and acquisition concept. So these restaurants and lounges in Singapore would be already running lucrative and highly profitable, with whom we're going to be tying up and getting into preferably 100% acquisition transaction. So we take it up and the existing owner walks out. So this is phase one of the operation, and this would get completed anytime within approximately 6 to 9 months. The second phase of the operation, after getting the incubation fund and the bridge capital from our investor, would be to side by side get into highly specialized structured financial transactions in our holding company in Singapore, where we are going to be utilizing a portion of this fund to generate our own much larger capital. Now, this larger capital of our own for the investor and for the HNI client to understand is that it would be generated by way of the structured financial transaction carried out by us in Singapore, and this would be our own money. This would be our own money, our own funds, and it would not be a equity, it would not be a loan, it would not be a private equity or a venture capital or an angel investment fund. I'd like to state that over a time period of just about probably 120 to 150 days, we would be able to generate a net fund of about 150 to 200 million euros credited in our Singapore company bank account. Now, this money coming into our account would be obtained and generated from the structured financial transaction that we are going to be carrying out. And so this enables us to create the desired wealth, the capital that is required for the entire working, establishment and implementation of our global projects and ventures is being created by us. It's being created by us by using this fund, an incubation capital of $5 million, which we have received from the investor and the HNI client, and which is going to be utilized for the deployment into our hospitality projects and also for starting off our entire movie production and distribution business in India, in Bollywood, as you call it. So this would be the first initial transaction carried out by us. And after a period of about 4 to 5 months, we would get into much larger contracts with our financial guarantee providers and our international monetizing groups for structuring a larger transaction and thus crediting a larger quantum of funds into our international corporate account, and which would be done and created by us on multiple basis. Every 30 days to every 45 days, the said funds, the net funds, would be credited in our global bank account, and which would be thus judiciously deployed by us for the acquisition of various boutique hotels, 5-star hotels, luxury resorts in various parts of the world, as already stated before. So this is how we start our entire business venture and our entire program for lifestyle and entertainment, giving the investor and the HNI client huge benefits, and by also getting into multiple joint venture equity investment agreements with him on a country-to-country basis, where he would be our 10% equity partner, our solid business partner, and become like a family member to us. He would be obviously receiving regular dividends and profits on an annual basis for all these business ventures in the overseas sector for hospitality, as well as for movie production and distribution, which is not only going to be restricted to Bollywood, but it's going to be also implemented in Hollywood, in California, where we already have our company registered. So in the movies business, we're going to be creating and developing fantastic quality movies and beautiful web series where they're going to be displayed on various multiple OTT platforms like Netflix, Amazon, Zee, Hotstar, where we are already deeply connected with them. So this is the synopsis of our entire vision and project, which is to the tune of over $100 billion in the next coming 15 years ahead of us. I'm sure that with the assistance and leadership and global cooperation and association with Mr. Firoz Khan, we would certainly be able to achieve our goals, aims and objectives in the best possible ways. Thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to a very, very long-term and mutually beneficial association with the FK group of companies worldwide. Thank you.
सच्चाई हर कदम पर